why the Vikings should sign Klint Kubiak as our offensive coordinator. Now, as of right now, a few days ago, Gary Kubiak now officially retired from the NFL totally as a coaching staff, as a head coach, anything. He is done. He is gone. And this is a move we saw coming. I mean, basically anytime someone's what is it called? They're thinking about retirement. Usually they do retire. So I kind of felt like this was going to happen. And in all honesty, I can't say I'm as mad as a lot of Vikings fans are. Now, Gary Kubiak, I was a fan of him these last few years, and Gary Kubiak, I've been wanting him to really step it up also, but at the same time, I'm fine with anyone being our offensive coordinator at this point in time. Anyone, as long as it's an in-staff coaching hire. And I think Klint Kubiak is ready. The next step up from being a quarterback's coach, he's been a wide receiver coach also. He's coached for a long time in not only the NFL but college with Texas A&M, with the Minnesota Vikings. Now, this is like his 5th year with the Vikings, as he was hired in 2 different moments in time. He was with Kansas. He was obviously with the Broncos when Gary Kubiak did win a Super Bowl with the Denver Broncos when Gary Kubiak was their head coach. And pretty good career so far with or pretty good history as a coaching staff in general. And Klint Kubiak, I think he is ready. And the reason why I really do want him to be our head coach or our offensive coordinator and play caller for this 2021 season is because the Vikings offense is not changing a whole lot. So you shouldn't sign someone outside the organization. You should have an in-staff coaching hire for your offensive coordinator, because the Vikings offense is not going to change like the Vikings defense. The Vikings defense we're really going to need to focus on that. That's going to be the primary focus this offseason. Outside of offensive guard, our entire defense is going to be primary focus this offseason. Not offense. Offense is not going to change a whole lot, and that's the reason why you should have an in-staff coaching hire like Klint Kubiak. And there's nobody more ready to be an offensive coordinator right now than Klint Kubiak on the Vikings coaching staff. And it has to be him. It has to be. Because he's been under this regime, this Mike Zimmer scheme and stuff like that for some time. He's been under it, and he is ready. At least from what I've seen, he is ready. It is time for him to get the opportunity to be the offensive coordinator and play caller for the Minnesota Vikings. Because not only does he have a good relationship with Kirk Cousins, which is very important. If you are a play caller, whether you're a head coach, offensive coordinator, if you are a play caller, you need to have a good relationship with the quarterback, which he already does. And he has for a couple of years now, which is very important. Not only that, but he's been under the wide receiver coaching staff as well, with Adam Thielen, with Stephon Diggs, but he's not here anymore, with possibly Chad Beebe. I mean, I didn't look into a whole lot of that. He was a wide receiver coach some time ago, though. Anyways, this is really good for him to be our offensive coordinator and play caller with a good relationship already with Kirk Cousins and can work with all these other pieces, because the offense is not going to change a whole lot. And that's why the Vikings need an in-staff coaching hire. People are saying they should hire possibly Hugh Jackson, maybe whoever the head coach for the Jets was last year. I can't remember his name. It slipped my mind right now. But once again, he was a terrible head coach. But as offensive coordinator, he's been a pretty good offensive coordinator when he was with the Dolphins and all that. So the Vikings should give the Klint Kubiak a shot. At least 1 year. Because this is the year the Vikings have to go all in. If the Vikings miss the playoffs next year in 2021, all the guys are going to be gone. It's going to be a complete rebuild mode. People say the Vikings are in rebuild mode right now. Vikings are not rebuilding right now. The Vikings are not rebuilding. They're rebuilding the defense, but they're not rebuilding at all. I mean, we still have Rick Spielman, who's going to be here another year. We have Mike Zimmer. He's going to be here another year. And now Klint Kubiak will be here another year. Of course, Kirk Cousins, he's going to be here 2 more years. That's the only difference, but possibly maybe 1 more if the Vikings can find a trade spot. If the Vikings do miss another playoff. And you hate to see it. I mean, the Vikings, although I really think the Vikings are going to make the playoffs next year. I know I say this just about every year, but I do think the Vikings are going to make the playoffs next year. Every other year, the Vikings make the playoffs. I don't know why it works like that. I mean, 2 years ago, or last year, the Vikings made the playoffs. I guess if you're not counting this one, it was last year. 2 years before that. It's every other year the Vikings make the playoffs. Anyways, outside of that, same playbook, same offensive scheme, nothing is changing. Don't have an outside offensive coordinator hire. Hire from inside your coaching staff like Klint Kubiak, who already has a good relationship with Kirk Cousins. He's been under the offensive scheme for some time, and nothing is changing offensively. The only thing changing offensively is the offensive line. And that's not saying a whole lot. I mean, you still have Kirk Cousins, you still have Dalvin Cook, you still have Adam Thielen, you still have Justin Jefferson, you still have Irv Smith. You might still have Kyle Rudolph. I hope you don't still have Kyle Rudolph, but you still have him. Tyler Conklin, of course, Alexander Madison. All these guys you still have, and they're all going to be back. Nothing's really going to change offensively. Chad Beebe as well. He'll still be here. There might be another wide receiver in the mix because I don't think Tajay Sharp's going to be here another season. Outside of that, Tajay Sharp, they already cut him anyways. But outside of that, nothing really is going to change offensively except the offensive guard position. Hopefully, it does change. It will change. We know that because the offensive guard is the biggest need this offseason, and that will change for the Minnesota Vikings. That's the only thing that's going to change, but we need Klint Kubiak to be your offensive coordinator and play caller. Not only is he the most likely to get the job right now, but I think he is. I think he's the most fit. We'll just say the best fit for the job. Yeah, the best fit for the job. And the Minnesota Vikings should hire Klint Kubiak, Gary Kubiak's son, who was our offensive coordinator last year, assistant head coach before that. They should hire Klint Kubiak as our offensive coordinator and play caller. Let me know what y'all think.